Hello folks, fellow YouTubers and friends. Uh, this is my second video on the my fourth Pop engine build, and I'm actually making videos as I build it so that if I make mistakes I'm going to show them as well so that other people don't make the same mistake, because this is an excellent idea here, and I'm hoping that after I get it built somebody else will know how to alter it and make it even better. Okay, now if you'll notice in the first video I was cutting the circles out on the U-shaped pieces on the other end, and they came out all right, but I made quite a few mistakes. Like I said, it takes a little finesse and a little practice, but I've got lots of these coils laying around. So anyway, this one, for some reason, the coils on this side, I think they were sitting in dirt or clay or something. By the way, before I go too far, look down at the floor. See all that oil? When I cut the ends off, when I turned it over, I didn't even think about it. I know that they put oil in the Freon to lubricate the compressor, but I didn't even think about it. I turned it over and all that oil just flowed out all over the floor. So the coils themselves, the fins were filthy and dirty, and so was the other one in the background over there, right over there, right there. So I took them down to the car wash and washed them out. This one anyway, I washed it out with that engine degreaser, the inside of the coils, the tubing, and then the outside as well, and cleaned it up real nice. But now the loops on the top, or which will be on the bottom, they're your actual boilers, okay? They've got some kind of material on them. It's like a hard baked on clay or I don't know, dirt, whatever. So I'm going to have to take a little wire brush and clean them up really good, because whatever's on there will act like an insulator. So I'll take a Dremel and a small wire brush on a Dremel and see if I can clean them up, polish them up, make them look a lot better. But if you do build one like this and use AC coils, just remember you're going to have oil in it. So it's going to need to be cleaned out, especially if you use a used one. Now, you can spend some money and go to the store and buy a brand new one. I mean, you know, duh. All right, I just thought I'd show you some of the, it's not really a mistake, it's just an oversight on my part, not thinking properly, and hopefully it'll help somebody in the future on their build. So what I'm going to do is flip this thing over and let you, and zoom in on where I took the other side out, and that way you can see what it looks like. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I put it over here. Might be a little bit better. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Now let's see if I can zoom this thing in a little bit, so you can see some detail here. Yeah, there you go. Alright. See that? I've got quite a few mistakes in this thing. Okay. One of the things about taking the U-shaped pieces out is you don't want to bend them back and forth. When you heat them up, you got your torch in one hand, your pliers in the other, you're heating it, you don't bend it back and forth. You twist it this way. If you bend it back and forth, you get the copper so hot, when you bend it back and forth, it actually splits. And I don't know if you see them, but there's several of them that I split. I don't know exactly how I'm going to fix that. I was really hoping to use plastic tube from this part out. It's a lot cheaper, easier to work with, and use plastic tube, just stick it down in there and JB weld it, because the boiler heats on the bottom, all right? And that is the reason why I'm using AC coils and large AC coils, because what's going to happen, it's a heat engine. Heat engines work by putting heat in them. No, they don't. They work by getting the heat out as fast as you put it in. The faster you can get it out, the more efficient the engine will be. So that's why I'm using cooling coils, because that way down at the bottom I can heat it, it busts into steam, push the water up, but the steam will come up and cool. I'm hoping before it even gets up there, and drop back down again. And that's where you get your cycling, okay? And I'm hoping if I cool it fast enough, I can get the cycles way up really high. Okay, but it's an idea, but we're going to try it and see what happens. I'm going to JB weld or even solder copper pipe to 2 or 3 units up here, and probably just far out that way and in the middle, and to this end I have good ones that I can do it with. Okay, and then that way we can test them one at a time, and I'll use copper pipe on one, and then I'll use a type of plastic on another, and I'm going to see if I can get some heat resistant plastic for the other one, and that way we'll try each one and see which one melts. Now I've already used plastic on one. In fact, it was the second video I made on my second pop engine, and the pipe worked great, but the copper pipe itself was so short, the heat transferred to the plastic pipe, and eventually after about 10 or 15 minutes it collapsed. Okay, the plastic pipe did. Okay, so we got to get the heat off before we can go to plastic, or we're going to have to use all copper or all aluminum, either way. And I'm just hoping that maybe, you know, if I've got some aluminum pipe around here, I might just JB weld a little bit of that onto here. I don't know. We'll side out. Okay. All right. Just thought I'd give everybody an update on what I'm doing and how far along I am. Thank you.